Hello, my name's Jason. I'm the Managing Director for All Electric Garages Group, SKODA in Birmingham. All Electric Garages have been representing SKODA for almost 50 years. And today is another exciting day. We're here to launch the new Škoda Octavia. Or should I say Škoda Octavia. This launch is going to be very different to the previous car launches that we've done. That doesn't mean that you can't come into our showroom at a later date to test drive or see the new Škoda Octavia. Mark, Malcolm and Martin are going to give you a more detailed overview about this new exciting car.
Big is beautiful. As a brand, we've always given customers that little bit more for their money. And the all-new Škoda Octavia hatch and estate are both longer and wider than their predecessors, measuring just under 4.7 metres in length and 1.8 metres wide. The longer wheelbase, which is just under 2.7 metres, really maximises the car's interior space and gives the all-new Octavia a real on-road presence. If you really want to make a statement, you'll be able to order it on an impressive set of 19-inch alloy wheels. It's the most aerodynamic car in its class. From the trademark power dome in the centre of the bonnet to the razor-sharp tornado line which surrounds the car, the Octavia's sculpted bodywork is charged with emotion, taking Škoda's new aspirational design language to a whole new level. And before we get too carried away with the looks, the 4th generation model also offers full LED matrix headlights and fog lights, and full LED tail lights in the trademark C configuration with dynamic indicators for the first time ever on an Octavia. Just some of the fantastic features which make this car such an uncompromising proposition. Open up the boot and the benefits of that long wheelbase hit you straight away. The previous Octavia led its class in terms of boot space, and the all-new version is even bigger still, with an impressive 600 litres in the hatch and a staggering 640 litres of boot space with the estate. So your luggage gets plenty of room, and it gets a premium experience of its own, because the estate now comes with an automatic retractable boot cover, and both variants are offered with the power tailgate and virtual pedals as options. This latest version of the Octavia is a stunning car. The overall design brings the car bang up to date. But if you think it looks the business on the outside, wait until you see it on the inside.
Good morning, my name's Malcolm. I've been selling cars here at All Electric for the past 4 years. Now, what I'd like to talk to you about is on my right-hand side we have the all-new Škoda Octavia, and this is the first time today that I've seen this car. On the left is the outgoing model, and all I want to point out is, from my perspective, how they look different from the new model to the old. The obvious thing to look at is when you look at the front of the car, the grille is much more of a growl. It's much wider, like a smiling mouth. And the lights are much more sleek. Looking down the lines of the car, this car, to me, seems much more coupe-esque. It was always a distinction with the previous hatchback. Is it a hatchback or is it a saloon? With this one, you can clearly see it's a hatchback because the sloping back window clearly defines that. They've made some upgrades on the new model with the wheels. These are stylish 18-inch wheels, and they really suit this model of car. The car itself overall looks much bigger. It looks much more in line with the Škoda Superb, so that's noticeable straight away. When I look inside the car, and up until now I actually haven't looked inside this car, I'll notice straight away that one of the available options on this car now is keyless entry, which has not been available before on the Octavia. I look inside the car and some changes jump out at me straight away. The trim level is completely different. This level is much more stylish. This is an SEL model. The dashboard, the trim level, the controls have all changed completely. It looks much more 21st century, much more contemporary. The steering wheel has gone from a 3-spoke multifunctional to a 2-spoke, which to me looks like I'm going to get much better visibility at the panel, at the display panel, than I had before with a 3-spoke. I've noticed now that the MIB, the entertainment system as we know it, the infotainment system, is now a pop-up. Instead of being integrated, it is now dashboard mounted with the switches below. Now my colleague Martin will sit inside this car in a moment and he'll actually show you some of the features.
Hello, my name's Martin. I work over here at Škoda in Kings Heath. I've been with the company now for just under 7 months. This is the first product launch I've actually done with this company, and it is altogether different from product launches that we've done before. My job's to show you the interior of the new Škoda Octavia. It has an absolute radical change from its predecessor. The nice thing about the new one, looking at it for pretty much the first time, is the fact that everything is in the similar sort of place if you replace him from a previous Octavia, but is completely new, very fresh, very clear, very easy to use, and has some fantastic stuff on it that is going to have the competition running for the hills. As you can probably see from it, we have the large touchscreen which controls each part of the car. Has some fairly unique things that you won't find on pretty much any other car as well. I'll go through that in a second for you. One thing just to mention is you'll see the difference in the gear select. So with this one being a automatic or DSG, it's much more simple, it's much easier to use than your conventional one, and it is fly-by-wire as well. So if we go back up onto the screen, as you'll see, everything is nice and clear, nice background, very sharp, very precise, and it gives you everything right from if you want it, the manual to the car, the vehicle details, your mobile phone, your navigation, SmartLink, and absolutely everything else. It's also virtual dash as well. So what you have in front of you can be determined by however you want to drive. For instance, if you have navigation set and you want to do distance without having to look across the screen, you've got the availability to have it right in front of you as well, making you take your eye off the road a whole lot less. That can be changed quite easily with the touch of a button to either give you a night driving mode, whereas it's not too bright at you, and you can really set that to what you want it to be. Clever feature on this one is in settings with this enormous screen, that you can actually go into the screen setting and change even to backgrounds. You can change all sorts on it to exactly what you want it to be. As you'll see through there, there's absolutely loads of choice. Let's go back onto the main screen now, and we can go back to the menu. As you see now, rather than having a big colour picture, we've blacked out the background just to make it nice and clear, so everything's very clear on that. Along with all that, your heater controls are already on there as well, so it's one-stop shop. Everything is in one place and incredibly easy to use. Even to the touch buttons here, they're set at an angle so they're easy to see, easy to select, and easy to bring it onto screen, with the heater controls having shortcuts to them. And rather than you having to go through and think, I want to do this, that or the other, you can actually go to something very similar. Simple, warm my feet. Hit warm my feet, it'll direct everything for you to do exactly what you want it to do. The list, I could go on forever, the list is absolutely endless. It's going to be a car that certainly people are going to have massive interest in, and it'll be great to see you down here to come and have a look at this car so we can show you its endless possibilities.
Hi, I'm Mark, the sales manager here at All Electric Skoda. You've seen the new fantastic Octavia, you've met the team, why don't you come down and see it for yourself?
So I really do hope you agree that the new Škoda Octavia is such a great car. And we really do look forward to seeing you very soon in our showroom. Please call the sales team now to make an arrangement to have a test drive in this new car. Thank you and bye.